This Good Morning Northwest Morning Sprint is brought to you by Bill's Heating and Air Conditioning.
It's 6:53, time to get you ready to take on your Friday and your weekend with the Morning Sprint.
Destiny Richards is live with a special way you can celebrate this Valentine's Day and other special holidays.
Sydney Charles with new information from the earthquake devastation in Syria and Turkey.
But let's get right to Mark Peterson, who's telling us about a mild start to the weekend.
Yeah, there's no doubt about it. The First Alert Weather and the First Alert Weather app would be great for the changes coming Monday. Not so much today. Cloud cover starting off at 34 degrees, 29 to Coeur d'Alene. The 72-hour forecast has the whole weekend dry for eastern Washington. A few pops of light flurries into the mountains, and then we continue to see that next system coming in. That's going to be Sunday night into Monday morning, and that is going to create mountain snows and valley rain for today. We're going to have highs into the mid-40s, 44 for Spokane, Grand Coulee, and 45 into Pullman.
New details have emerged from one of Wednesday night's deadly shootings in Spokane. Spokane Valley officers responded to the shooting at a home on 2nd and Havana. They say once they forced their way in, they found a man dead on the living room floor. They do not believe he lived there, though they say he knew the people who do. Police are not sharing what, if any, connection the shooting victim had to those people, and they are not releasing who called 911. Police have not arrested anyone in this case.
That same night, just 3 miles away, Spokane police were already investigating another shooting in the South Perry district near 7th Avenue in Helena. Spokane police say this was a drive-by shooting. 1 person was killed, 2 others were injured. SPD says when they arrived, they found 3 people with gunshot wounds. One of them, a 17-year-old boy, later died. The other 2 victims are young adults and are still being treated for their injuries. Police say giving away too much information at this point could jeopardize this investigation.
And the number of people killed by a powerful earthquake that hit Turkey and Syria has now climbed to more than 22,000. Authorities also say at least 78,000 people were injured across Turkey and Syria following the earthquake. The families of 263 children who were rescued in Turkey can't be reached. That's according to an announcement a few hours ago from the country's Ministry of Family and Social Services. But more help is on the way. More than 120,000 emergency workers from 75 different countries are now on the ground in Turkey. So far, the U.S. government has pledged $85 million in earthquake relief. Coverage on the devastation in the Middle East will continue coming up next on Good Morning America.
Washington Department of Transportation is getting ready to down the pedestrian bridge over I-90, and that means you will see some road closures tomorrow night. Starting at 8 tomorrow night, ramps and lanes will begin closing with full closure expected by 10 o'clock. Westbound drivers should get off at Freya or Sprague before getting back onto I-90 at the 2nd Avenue Division Street on-ramp. If you're heading to the Gonzaga game Saturday, the DOT says the eastbound Hamilton on-ramp will be closed, so take detours to the Altamont on-ramp instead. You can find a list of other detours right now on KXLY.com. There'll be a lot of signage up too.
Former Vice President Mike Pence has been subpoenaed by the special counsel investigating former President Donald Trump in his efforts to overturn the 2020 election. A source told CNN they're seeking documents and testimony related to the Capitol insurrection.
A new push for gun reform is now making its way through the Washington legislature. Under Senate Bill 5232, someone purchasing a gun would need to wait 10 days to actually have it in their hands, and their background check would need to be cleared. It also requires people to complete gun safety training within 5 years.
This morning, we have been talking all about luxury picnic setups for Valentine's Day weekend with Dream Dust Picnics. This business sets up beautiful Galentine's picnics like this one, or you can get a Valentine's intimate setup just for 2. You can go to our website, KXLY.com, where you have all the details about Promise, the business owner who is doing this for this weekend only for Valentine's. But you can also get a winter or summer setup for your anniversaries, birthdays, or just any cause at all. So you can go to our website for all of those details.
New documents show that former Memphis police officer Preston Hemphill lied about the traffic stop involving Tyree Nichols. Hemphill was seen on body camera video tasing Nichols and later heard telling his partner, quote, "I hope they stomp his A." The Memphis Police Department fired him last month and the chief has recommended Hemphill lose certification to work in law enforcement anywhere in Tennessee. In that document, it says Hemphill told investigators that Nichols tried to grab a weapon, but there is no video to back that up. Hemphill has not been criminally charged.
The U.S. is learning more about the spy balloon that was shot down and pulled from the waters off the East Coast. The U.S. believes many balloons are launched from China's Helena Island, where a U.S. spy plane made an emergency landing in 2001. More details on GMA.